Alright, to start off this video, we have to get something very clear. Imric, Foot Felix, goodbye Fey Enchantress, goodbye Felix. We got it? We got it. So we had a game for our stream recently. Black Knight versus Aleacta Est. Aleacta Est on Bretonnia. We do have a full cavalry build from the High Elves. Imric, Dragon Princes, Dragon Princes, Dragon Princes, somewhere else. I know there's a third. There we go. Third Dragon Prince. We have a Life Caster with Earthblood and Regrowth. And then 3 Illyrian Reavers, 4 Illyrian Reaver Archers. Plus Imric, of course. For Bretonnia, we do have a front line of Peasants, a Grail Relic backing them up, 4 Battle Pilgrims, a couple Men-at-Arms, Knights Errant, Grail Guardians, and a Knights Errant running around. Ooh, 1 Knights of the Realm, 2, and triple Archer. Fey Enchantress, Henry Le Massif, and Felix for some passive healing. Alright. High Elves are charging into the front line. They're trying to just get a bit of cycle charging damage down. They are already routing some of the Peasants. Illyrian Reavers fighting back against Knights Errant is not going well for them at all. And Imric cancels his own breath attack by using the Vuvuzela, but actually he keeps the charge, so good for him. Fey Enchantress does try to throw out a Chalice of Potions onto our friends, the Fireborn. They are going to realize it just in time and sneak out of there before that giant meteor comes to kill them all. Still does decent damage, but it doesn't kill all of them. Illyrian Reavers continuing to fire. Meanwhile, Dragon Princes get sandwiched in by Knights Errant and Peasants. They are getting whittled down, but while that is happening, a sneak attack from the High Elves. They are going to catch some of these Peasant Bowmen napping a little bit as the Illyrian Reavers streak across the back line. But these Dragon Princes are in real trouble. They're trying to get out of here. Their 44 melee defense is doing okay, but it's not going to hold forever against all those Battle Pilgrims. Thankfully, nothing there has anti-large. Illyrian Reaver Archers and Dragon Princes plowing into the front line again, trying to push off those Peasants and struggling to do so. Big charge in the backfield will rout off the Peasant Bowmen, maybe, but Knights of the Realm and Grail Guardians collapsing on these Illyrian Reavers. They're gonna pay a heavy cost for that win. Imric has landed. Henry Le Massif is here to greet him and start slapping him in the back. We do have Grail Guardians, right over there. If they turn around and come pin in Imric with Henry, that might be really, really bad. But Dragon Princes diving on the Grail Guardians means the Grail Guardians have other things to think about. It looks like they are focusing on trying to fight back that cavalry. Illyrian Reaver Archers still charging in. These Dragon Princes we saw a million years ago have gotten a Regrowth and an Earthblood, holding on with just all the healing in the world that they can muster. Meanwhile, 3v1. Imric was not having a good time, and he is going to run away from Henry Le Massif. Get up in the sky. Let's see if we can get any breath attacks out. Now, the High Elves' cavalry operation to save Private Ryan has come through. Dragon Princes take a little bit of friendly fire damage, but they're largely resistant to fire, and they have physical resist too, so they tank through it just fine. And Knights Errant and Peasants are actually the ones in trouble. Imric then lands. He immediately pushes off Knights Errant. Grail Guardians are here, though, and Henry just lands on him. See if Imric really wants this fight. Ooh, the Grail Guardians are abandoning Henry, but Imric's still out. So both sides just opting away from that fight, though. Now they are after him. They are trying to chase him down at this point. Illyrian Reavers in the backfield are running down all the Bretonians that are routing, making sure none of them can come back, which is a good use of their time. Those Knights Errant will probably be okay. Illyrian Reaver Archers are nearby. They can chase the Peasant Bowmen, or it looks like they are going to have to be sacrificed, thrown into the churning maw of Bretonnia to save Imric and get him off the ground, get him out of those Grail Guardians. Balance power is about even. Both sides taking heavy casualties. Knights Errant outfighting Dragon Princes who are buffed up by the Vuvuzela of Doom. It just wore off as I said that, but they are getting sandwiched in by 2 different Dragon Princes, so I think overall it'll be alright. Another attempt at the Chalice of Potions onto the Fireborn. A couple of their models are still in the circle, but actually it's mostly Battle Pilgrims at this point, and nasty friendly fire from Bretonnia on their own. You were not Pilgrim enough, little battles. You were not Pilgrim enough. You were not John Wayne levels of Pilgrim. Shut up, that was good. That was good. You're just jealous. Ambitious breath attack from Imric. Does a little poke on the Grail Guardians, mostly does damage to the Battle Pilgrims, but overall, unfortunately, a whiff. Illyrian Reavers did abandon their pursuits on the back line, allowing Bretonnia to get a second wind over there. Meanwhile, Imric is trying to defend his last Dragon Princes remaining. The Fireborn, the only healthy ones left on the field, do dive in. Get a little bit of damage on the Grail Relic. I think they were mostly aiming for these Grail Guardians, and Imric is even going to come back in as well. Those Grail Guardians are healthy, and Henry is back as well. Ready to fight Imric. Doing good damage, all things considered. He's going to need some healing from the life caster, wherever she is. Alright, she's over here. She's fine. She's chilling. Lyran Reaver Archers firing in on the Bretonnians, really trying to whittle down the Grail Guardians. The Grail Guardians with Lord of Dragons on them, their melee stats are pretty pathetic, because obviously of the giant debuff, not saying the unit is bad. Fireborn are countercharging them, trying to deal. If they can kill the Grail Guardians, that is the last real token of strength for Bretonnia outside of their single entities. Everything else is just too low. It'll cycle route off and stuff. Another breath attack onto the Grail Guardians. This one smoking a few models. It looks like it even killed them. 5 models in total. And a regrowth comes for Imric. Cool, cool. Fireborn are back in, but their unit is all over the place, so it's not really going to do a cost-effective, nice charge. Just a couple of units kind of scrap some Battle Pilgrims and then start to run away. Fey Enchantress is Mortis Engine blobbing down everybody who interferes, and wow, Imric is just going to straight up land. He immediately gets attack orders to leave. Might have been a little bit of a whoopsie there. He does have plenty of Dragon Princes covering him. We'll see if he can get up in the air. Looks like he's not even going for it. He is just going to dive in on the Grail Guardians now as Knights of the Realm charge back in. The last of their leadership holding for now, but they are going to break pretty soon. Henry Le Massif trying to land, failing to land, because for some reason the beta changes did not fully come through to live, so Henry Le Massif not landing. Yeah. Earthblood quickly on to the Mage of Life, Imric, and the Lyran Reaver Archers. Cool, cool. And he is still trying to fight Henry, who is still struggling to land. No, wait, he's landed. His flag's just bouncing for some stupid reason. He's just bouncing. Anybody else seeing that? That was a very bouncy mount for a bit. Anyway, Henry's back after him. He's chasing him down. Henry getting some big shots onto him from the Lord of Dragons himself. And big overcast coming in from Fey Enchantress didn't do as much damage to her as I might have thought, but Dragon Princes charge back in to deal with the Grail Guardians, who have the favor of the Fey and Earthblood. They're healing up while having 84-61 for melee stats. Good lord. And Scrare Leak is making it hard to rout the Bretonnians. A couple of their men-at-arms are hanging on to the very last man as the Grail Relic buffs their courage. Mage of Life charges in to try and deal with Felix. Gets a little bit of damage on him. He is going to heal it up rather quickly, though. As long as he's in melee combat, he'll heal Lauren heroes around him. Grail Guardians get charged inside by Lyran Reavers. And the Fireborn are still kind of in here fighting. But their courage is bolstered. They come back. They'll be fine. Henry is back, hits a giant shot onto the Mage of Life. He's maybe even going to hit another one. Who is that Earthblood for? The Earthblood is from the Fey Enchantress. It is for the Bretonnians. Immediately, Henry hits the Life Mage again. She is routing. Fireborn close to routing. Other Dragon Princes charge right in. We are at 8 minutes. Imric is really the last token of strength for the High Elves. Bounce power is turning against him, though the Bretonnians hardly have anything left to write home about. It's just a little bit of their hero squad and some battle pilgrims. The Grail Guardians, brave though they are, they're only 6 in number. 9 apparently. There are extras somewhere. Okay. Now they are 6. I was right eventually. It just took them. Big dive from Imric. It's looking tough. I think. Ooh, I mean the Life Mage is routing. Henry can maybe chase her, though he thinks about coming back to the fight. Then he continues to chase her. Anyway. If she comes back and she has more healing for Imric, he'll be fine, but without her, maybe he does get ground down. Maybe. Fireborn straight up die by getting in range of the Fey Enchantress's Mortis Engine. That just is enough to take them out. Other Dragon Princes routing, but trying to regroup. Meanwhile, getting drained down the longer they take to get out of here. Lifecaster does rally as Henry tries to come back to the fight. Imric is still going hog wild. Bretonnia is up almost to army losses point. It is going down. Caster comes out of the woods. She is back. Bretonnia can see her. And Henry turns around immediately to just go back there and deal with her. And the last Guardians ride alongside him. Gotta make sure she doesn't do nothing to cause a fuss as army losses is getting awfully close. Imric is fighting Felix. He even gets a decent shot onto him there, I think. She is routed, but as she routes, she does castle regrowth from all the way over there, saving her Lord Imric, getting him a huge heal, and I think with every tick up, the balance of power is going to move significantly that way. Henry is back. Lifecaster's coming as well. Gang's all here. Imric is nearly heal capped. He's continuing to fight. And Felix is just trying to heal back up. Big shot from Imric, and the last two Grail Guardians do pass away into nothingness, though one's horse actually makes it out. Good job, horse. Carry on, live a good life. Henry tries to flee from Imric, but he accidentally goes up in the sky, actually just leaving him isolated, so he gets sniped out for a bit. And now he is back in the blob where he can get some healing, though a huge overcast takes half of the Enchantress's health, and Imric is just going to land after them anyway. So it just does a weird charge attack, gets lost in the sauce on fighting Felix. Sorry about that. Imric's walking around, wandering, trying to find a home, trying to find something to do. Henry is thinking about how to get involved without getting too injured, though he just had Helping Hand on him, so he had 40% damage resist and 40 melee attack. He might want to get more involved earlier. Henry's back in, landing some good shots on Imric, but the Lord of Dragons brings him down to 5 melee defense at 5 melee attack, 21 melee defense, takes 2 big hits in a row, and he is going to retreat. Felix has almost healed all the way back up. And Imric does push him around a little bit. Faye is back up. She takes a huge shot from Imric. All of her friends are thinking about coming over and helping her, trying their best to do anything. Faye Enchantress is up. Faye Enchantress takes another hit. And one last Earthblood for her team as she takes another hit. Is back on the ground. Imric is pushing her over. Henry dives in, getting a bit of the favor of the Fae, and dies immediately. Balance power is back to the middle, and I do think Imric can carry it from here. Chases after the Fae with her 590 HP. It is going to take 2 attacks from Imric to actually take her down. He hits 10 HP, and she is going to shatter, but Imric won't let that be enough. He is going to follow her and snipe her down. Now without her, he wants to get rid of that Grail Relic for its plus 12 leadership aura and ITP. He does not want any of that. He wants everything to rout. Big shots onto them. Takes out the Grail Relic. Now he's going to fight the Battle Pilgrims. And 13 minutes, we start a fight with Felix. Lord of Dragons on him. Felix has 31 melee defense. Imric has 74 melee attack this whole time, by the way. So even undebuffed, Felix only has 55 melee defense. Notice anything strange? Imric decides to go fight Battle Pilgrims in the Grail Relic just to reset things with Felix. Now he recharges in. He misses, he misses, he misses. He runs away. He gets far away, then he comes back. All right, here we go. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's see you fight Felix. And miss. And miss. And miss. And miss. Lord of Dragons is popped. 31 melee defense. Miss. 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 He just walks away for a second. Takes a breather. Says, how am I supposed to do with this? What the fuck? And he goes back. Miss. 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 Dead. And Felix just straight up 1v1's dragon. Easy. That was a weird bug. I did show at the start of the stream that obviously if you just start up a battle, Imric could probably hit Felix, so it was a weird interaction bug. But also, why was the beta so good and the live had so many problems that the beta had solved? Why? Why? Chariots is another good example. Imric 6,100 value, though we did lose. 1,500 value in the Dragon Princes, 1,600 on others, so the Dragon Princes did well. Illyrian Reavers chased some stuff down, Illyrian Reaver Archers did fine, Lifecasters did great. The other side, Fae Enchantress did very well. Felix clearly did great, but that was kind of some bullshit. Henry, 2,500 value on him, 2,200 on the Grail Guardians. Knights Errant did overall well. Knights Realm did fine. Peasants did okay. Battle Pilgrims, one of them got 1,200-ish value from just slapping Imric's side. So GG, and bugs are very strange. Rawr.
Subscribe, yes, yes.